Welcome back. As you may have gathered, Performance 3 relies heavily on the conservation of airflow and pressure as it moves through the entire blasting system. How the air and abrasive now exit the pot provides an opportunity to wreck all the good work we've done to this point. Or we can continue to build on efficiency. And like the focus we gave our bull hose, we must now be prudent in our choice of blast and whip hoses. Here are 3 rules of thumb to help make the right choices. Keeping your blast hose as short as possible maintains pressure and assists the newly introduced flow of abrasive. Blast hoses should be 3 times the size of the blast nozzle, and bull hoses should be 4 times that of the blast nozzle. If the blaster finds a standard blast hose too heavy to manage, simply integrate a short length of flexible, lighter weight blast hose called a whip hose at the nozzle end. To help clarify point number 2, this graph shows the minimum recommended sizes of both the bull air and the blast hose based on the chosen size nozzle for your setup. Now, there is a caveat to the above recommendations, and that is when you are running long blast hoses, 65 to 325 feet or 20 to 100 meters of length. At such distances, we recommend a 2-inch or 50 millimeter blast hose to reduce pressure drops and drag caused by the weight of the abrasive being carried that far. To help clarify point number 3, for most high production blasting, we recommend a minimum of 1.5 inch or 38 millimeter blast hose and minimum 1.25 inch or 32 millimeters whip hose. This combination offers the smallest percentage of internal reduction caused by tapering down to a lighter, more flexible whip hose. Now, just in case we're giving the impression to always go big on your hoses, that is not our advice. Using hoses that are too large runs the risk of your abrasives dropping out of the airstream and accumulating in the bottom of the hose, creating drag and diminishing our prized airflow and pressure. One final consideration while on the topic of blast hoses. The Performance 3 promise delivers a faster, safer, cleaner project. And therefore, to facilitate the safer component, we recommend using hoses manufactured with carbon black graphite. This ingredient helps carry static electricity back to the pot and not to the blaster. Protecting your workers keeps job sites running, your insurance costs are lower, and morale is higher.
So I had a customer working in a water tower. He was running 250 foot of blast hose up to the top of the water tower, to the bowl. And we were struggling with production. I did a nozzle pressure check and he was only at 80 psi at the nozzle. So he was running 250 foot. So I asked him what size hose he had. And he said, I've got 2-inch hose. So I went to site and had a look. And actually he was running 1.25 hose. And every 50 foot of 1.25 hose, you'll lose about 6 psi. So 250 foot is 5 lengths. 5 times 6 is 30 psi pressure loss across that 250 foot. So I changed him out to 1.5 ID hose. By doing this change, it meant we got his pressure from 80 psi up to 105 at the nozzle. Very simple change, but it actually improved his productivity by about 25%.
Let's move on to a couple optimizations that's going to provide both safety and comfort.